Hey everyone, welcome to I Totally Love It. My name is Susan, and today I'm working on November's Junk Journal Madness, days 16 through 16, 17, 18, 19. I'm going to do 4 days in this one. So if you're new here, welcome. We've missed you. We're glad you found us. And um, Junk Journal Madness is a monthly junk journal making challenge, collaboration. Um, where my guest collaborator, who is Kathleen from Creative Solace Studios, um, I've had other guest collaborators, but she's the current one. They come up with some themes. We choose one, and then we make a journal with some other requirements. This month is Cornucopia of Gratitude, and this journal I'm actually journaling in. It's the first one for this series that I've actually decided to write in. And all right, so below you'll find some documents, and it's just a Google Doc. It's also free on my coffee shop, and you're welcome to hop on over there and print out. You really only need pages 2 and 3. Page 2 are items to include, like materials, and we rolled the die, and we needed to put at least 8, and as you can see from my highlights, I have well over 8. And if you see anything missing that I have overlooked, because I'm constantly updating this, please let me know. Like, I don't have copy paper up here. I don't mean just like regular white copy paper, but sometimes you have like, you know, pink copy paper or blue copy paper. So it really wasn't one of the items here. So we'll get that added on this next round in 2025, because this will be the last one for 2024. Um, and then page 3 are items to make, and we needed to make at least 9. Now I've just put names to these based on maybe how they're created or watching another creator make these. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out and ask what these are. um, and I'm constantly adding to them. So if you know there's an item that's not on there, or maybe I call it something else, just let me know in the comments below. I've recently added, and it'll be updated probably over Christmas break. Floating item like a pocket, a coin envelope, and a mini file. Excuse me, a mini file folder, because I'm getting ready to make one, and it wasn't on my list. I was like, okay, there we go. So this is constantly growing document. Yeah, so and if you're here from Kathleen's channel, welcome. I'm glad you hopped on over here. In her recent video, as I'm recording this, she was making a side tuck, and the way I make a side tuck is I glue it on 3 sides. It just takes up like the whole edge, or you could put it on the inside. But if you glue it on 3 sides, it should stay tucked in there, uh, determining on how heavy your item is. I haven't made a side tuck, but maybe I'll make a side tuck today. Because I'm not quite sure all the things I want to make just yet. But yeah, anything in here on this list that you see that you're not quite sure what it is, or like I said, anything missing, let me know. But sometimes we might be calling something a different name, and I can always, add to it, because some people might be calling it what you're calling it. So, all right, so that's the gist of the challenge, and since I've been journaling in this one, I've been doing my videos a little differently, because usually I would just put out one a week, but I've been trying to, since I'm journaling, make smaller videos here and there. And I've been going 3 days at a time, but I'm going to go ahead and work on 4 days in this one. So I'll be doing days 16 through 19, sorry, 16 through 19. Um, And I am doing the Mirabelle Creations Instagram gratitude challenge. She has some prompts. So far, I've done all but one day. I just changed up what that was, and yeah. So we're gonna start with day 16. I've already actually journaled day 16, so I'll share that with you. If you are new here and you're not familiar, I have a series that comes out on Sundays called Junk Journal Sketches, where I take like a scrapbooking sketch or a card making sketch and I just turn it into something for my junk journal. Because I found what I was doing was kind of making the same thing over and over again. I was like, oh, I've got to change up what I'm doing. So this gives me some creative items to put in that are not all looking the same. So this is a little journal card I made in this past week's junk journal sketches. So go check that out. The link should be below, and for that playlist. Um, so all the ones in November so far have gone in this journal. But on the back, so this was just text page with napkin that was decoupaged on there, and just another little piece of scrapbook paper. These are kind of like enamel dots, but they're 49 in market, so they're not called enamel dots. They're called epoxy dots or epoxy coated stickers, I think. Um, and then this is a little label from Michelle at Junk Journal Studios. I actually got this napkin in a like Happy Mail, it's called a Sunday Share on a Facebook group that I'm in. And so on the back, I didn't glue this to cardstock like I normally do. I used my little page edges, a little bag of page edges that I saved up. Because every time you use a page of text, you tend to tear off the edges. We'll save them. There's so many uses for them. And I got this idea from Gail Augustinelli to glue them to the back and make journaling space. So this for day 16, the prompt was a skill you're grateful for. I am grateful for my ability to play musical instruments, to teach, to drive and cook. I feel like those kind of round me out as a person. And yeah, I'm thankful for those things. So how was I going to attach this in here a little differently? So I was going to use this page right here. I didn't really want to write on this Thanksgiving page, so this will be a great opportunity to clip something. I have these little, I guess they're called bulldog clips. What are they called? Hinge clips. I got these on sale at Hobby Lobby. Um, let's say junk journal at Hobby Lobby. Quite a time back, and I haven't used a single one. So let's use one. And if we need to, we can always clip something to this side. But I didn't want to. Oops! I just clipped all the middle pages together, didn't I? I didn't want to glue anything on. I'm not left-handed. Let's try this. Can you get it on there? Okay, I'm gonna have to go undo this right-handed. Okay, I didn't want to cover up that vintage page there. All right, so I'll put that to the side. And if you haven't watched any of my videos for this month, this is just this was a bag, like it had the, baker's twine type handles. Um, so, and you can use any kind of paper bag. I just wanted that one because it was nice and thick, and I've left that gusseted, so that's a pocket. You can throw some things in, and if your life is way more interesting and busy than mine, maybe you have some big pieces of ephemera that you're collecting this month, and you want to put in there. But I just work and come home basically. All right. So what am I going to do today? I want to make a mini file folder. I think I'm going to use this to do that, and then we can embellish it. And then I need to, let's see, make a pocket, some sort of pocket. I thought this would be cool to add as a pocket. Maybe this would be cool as a side tuck. I just want to use this November part. So we'll figure that out. Of course, I could use this. This is just scrapbook paper. If you ever go to Hobby Lobby and they have those like packs in the clearance and you can't see what's in the pack. This was in the pack and one of my packs a while back. So don't be afraid of those, because if you don't like the print, you can always paint over it. I mean, it's going to be a little bit thicker than copy paper. So if you don't like the print on it, like I said, you can do other things with it. You know, experiment and do stuff if you want to. All right, so I don't need to make I'm gonna make a side tuck, a pocket, a mini folder, and we'll see what else I have. Little bits of paper I can journal on, and the other prompts I'm gonna do. Let's see, day 17 says something that comforts you. Day 18, something that makes you feel safe. 19 is 3 things about your body that you love. I might not do that one. Yeah. My self-esteem is not that great. So my eyes, but I still have to wear glasses. That's always, us big girls, we tend to always say our eyes. Oh, why is my camera doing that? Stop. Okay, well, I apologize for the focusing and the unfocusing. I don't know what that is. All right, guys. So sit back, relax, enjoy some tunes. I'll come back at the end and we'll talk about all the makes and we'll talk about the prompts. And I'll figure out this focusing problem. All right, guys. Sit back, relax, enjoy some tunes, and let's get cracking. All right, everyone, let me share with you everything that I did today. All right, so I do want to start on the inside of the cover here. I've had this piece for a while. One of my very first Etsy hauls at the end of 2022 had this page pulled out from probably someone's scrapbook from long, long ago. I would say 40s, 50s, maybe. Um, and there's an image on each side. Well, this has been on one side, and of course I cut a little bit of it off, but it was from a magazine, and it was some furniture. Um, let's see, if I can find the other piece of that. Probably not, but I'm now looking for it. Anyways, and I wanted to use that in this journal, and I didn't know what to do with it. Hang on once. Okay, I had to sneeze. I didn't know what to do with it, but I really wanted it in the journal, so I thought the best way probably is just use as a decoration on a page. And I thought about having it over here behind the vellum so you could see it, but it was too wide. And so I started looking. I was like, oh, well, I haven't put anything here. This is perfect. So there's my little vintage turkey magazine image. All right, so then I added this piece. Actually, this wasn't on my radar today to make one of these. But when I punched out that other circle, um, it left. I'm digging through my scraps here because, I didn't organize my thoughts here before I started recording. Maybe it's in the box. Okay, here it is. When I punched out that first circle for the mini file folder, I got an idea of, you know, making a pocket, I guess. And so that was too small. I wanted it larger. So I came on this end and punched out. So here's a circle that I punched out. So I'll save that for something else. And probably I couldn't cut it any wider here because your punch has to reach, and that's as far as my punch would reach. So if you have like a die cut, that'd be a great way to use those circle die cuts. I have so much on top of mine. It's buried underneath a bunch of stuff right now. So this was my best bet. And I'm not sure why I thought that first card I made would have fit in here. I wasn't thinking. So I just got an index card and I pulled this out. I wasn't going to do that. This is an index card, you guys. Just what makes me feel safe, love, hugs, and kisses. And this is actually my digital. It's freebie in my coffee shop. That page I was cutting from. And I rounded the corners. I should have, and I would highly suggest that you back your window with something so your tag can slide in and out a whole lot easier. But I really don't plan on it coming out much. But I was looking for a piece of transparency that was already cut, couldn't find it, so I just abandoned that idea. But certainly use your punches. It doesn't even have to be a circle, and use your die cuts and make some sort of shape there. If you had a pumpkin, that would be really cute. If you had a pumpkin shape cut out of there for a little window. So that's a window pocket. So items to make. I made a pocket with a window. All right, and then that's just a journal card, nothing fancy. Okay, here's my side tuck. This hangs out in there. Typically, I do put mine on the edge of the paper, but this is such thin paper that I felt it went better on the inside, and I would keep that tucked in there. My little mini file folder. I've never actually made one before, so I'm super excited. Uh, these little tags, if you're new here, these are from Michelle at the Junk Journal Studio on Etsy. It's her fall bounty kit if you're into digitals. Um, this is from that calendar. I totally wasn't going to do that. I was going to cut that piece and make it a pocket. So as soon as I got started, my thoughts just completely went out the door and I went into new things. And I made a list here of things that comfort me. So that's just tucked right in there. So great use for some scrap paper and your punches for other scrap paper and some labels and whatnot that you might have. Okay, and that's from before. So let's see. Oh, and then of course I added that. And is that, oh, and then this. So this little piece here is actually from scrapbook paper set, when you have those little cut apart pages. And then this was that initial journal card that I made. I did answer that question about what I like about myself. Well, it said list 3 things. I didn't list 3, but I answered it. But I like that paper that I made, that digital. And this might not stay here because it is a little loose. I need something probably a little bit bigger. But here's my horizontal belly band. You can make a belly band. You can use these little pieces. That's nice thick paper. You can make a snippet roll, use that. If you make a master board and you have like a thin strip off the edge, you can totally put that as your belly band. Lots of uses. And this kind of belly band is handy if you're making like a notepad and you want it to just kind of, hang over like papers in front and then like the backing card in the back. So it can just kind of sit on that. That's always a cool feature. So yeah, I think that's all I've added in there today. So come back. I think I'm gonna be making more. I don't know. I need to make some more tags and pockets, I guess, for my other days coming up. So I'm trying to get creative. So let's see. Come back for, let's see, that was day 19. I think the next video you're going to see is going to be the 24th. Let's see. This will be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 23rd. So it'll be on the 23rd. So we'll do 4 days on the 23rd. I do want to say Monday, the 18th, my oldest daughter, had a birthday. So that's exciting. And yeah. Well, and if you don't see my video on the 23rd, it might be the 24th because I know we're going to do some celebrating that day. So we'll see. All right. I appreciate you and your time. Don't forget to go visit Kathleen at Creative Solace Studios, Trish at Crafting Whimsy. Their channels are linked below. And we have a Facebook group, Junk Journal Madness. It's linked below. All right, guys. I appreciate you and your time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye bye.